Hey guys, I'm Mitch aka Joe here, and have you ever wondered what it would look like if I played Mario Party? Yeah, anyways, if you ever play Mario Party and you hear this sound, you run for your dear life. Mario Party is one of Nintendo's most iconic multiplayer series to date. The series started back on the Nintendo 64 and gave people reason to lose some skin. If you don't know what Mario Party is, it's a 4-player board game that prompts you to collect coins to buy stars to win the game. Easy, right? You hit blocks with either your head, your fist, or that thing. And you try to land on blue circles because they give you more coins, while landing on red circles subtract coins. You gain coins by playing an assortment of minigames, either being 1v3, 2v2, or free-for-all. But when you mix in the randomness of Mario Party, like the Bowser icon or dual spots, or hey, even that random block that for some reason practically gives someone a free star, that's just Mario Party. You gotta love it. Also, there's an assortment of items that can either help you, hurt you, or even possibly win you the game. This game is full of bullshit, I'm not gonna lie to you, but that's what makes Mario Party Mario Party. But over the course of its original inception in 1999, there were plenty of Mario Party games to enjoy that spiced things up and continue to use that same formula. Right? On November 4th, 2016, Mario Party Star Rush released on the Nintendo 3DS, and it inducted itself into Mario Party's Dark Age rather quickly. It came out around a time where Nintendo was kind of giving up on the console, and instead trying to aim their focus towards the Switch that came out in March 2017. The game was supposed to be a holiday blockbuster item for 3DS users, and well, it just didn't do so hot. Mario Party Star Rush is a game that really up the Mario Party formula and created something new to the series that just didn't feel like Mario Party. During this era of Mario Party, Nintendo decided to let ND Cube take hold of the series ever since Mario Party 9, and since then, the Mario Party games just have been meh. ND Cube really started experimenting with Mario Party and Mario Party 9, and well, I for one hate it. In Mario Party 9, instead of your characters having individual dice rolls like classic Mario parties, they instead opted for you to roll for everyone, which honestly is boring. It takes out everything that people adore out of Mario parties. You always get hyped before every roll because, ooh, am I going to get a 10, a 1, or even a 7? It's a luck factor that people enjoy, and it all positively or negatively benefits you as the player. In Mario Party Star Rush, ND Cube did the same thing and pretty much created a game based around the series of Mario Party, but completely took out what made Mario Party special. Before playing this game, I literally heard nothing about it, and I can't understand why. This game is not Mario Party. It is literally slander to the series. In Mario Party Star Rush, there are 5 game modes, which are Toad Scramble, Coinathlon, Mario Shuffle, Balloon Bash, and Rhythm Recital, and none of them play like classic Mario Party games. From its title screen, we can tell the developers really wanted to invoke a feeling of nostalgia inside all of us. It used Mario Galaxy stars, and god did it work. When seeing the screen, I was happy, but then I hit A. What the is this? The menu is interactive, which is cool, but everything just seems like it was ported from Mario 3D Land. It just doesn't feel like its own entity, but rather a collection of a bunch of assets from a couple of Mario games. I understand the 3DS was starting to stop producing AAA titles during this time, and this game was probably rushed, but I was really hoping to have something more original, kind of like the Mario Party 8 menu screen, that really felt like you were gearing up for a night at a carnival, and you were truly going to experience that Mario Party feeling. This just feels like the beginning of another new Super Mario Bros. Game. Following Mario, in order we go to the Character Museum, which just shows you a bunch of the characters you can unlock in the game, and then we move to the next biggest thing, Toad Scramble. Toad Scramble is one of those game modes that reinvents the wheel of Mario Party games, in arguably a bad and a good way. When clicking on playing the game mode, you're prompted to choose your character, and what the where's my monkey? I can't even play the Mario Party characters I want to play as. Instead, Nintendo thought it was smart to start you off with the most blandest characters in the Mario series. Now, don't get me wrong, I love me a drippy Toad here and there, but why not have the main characters be your starting 4? But in Nintendo's eyes, this was the easiest way to balance the start of the game, which, okay, I get it. We don't want people having the ability to pick someone like Wario and move 7 spaces. Playing someone like Rosalina only lets you move 1 space, unless you're lucky. Instead of getting characters like Wario and Rosalina at the start, we had to move around the board and pick them up as allies after a few turns of Toad Scramble. I actually like this kind of ally system. It gives people a new way to play the game. It lets people have the options of what blocks you want to use that round, and even gives you a lot of advantages in the minigames. It makes people fight for those characters because if you're playing the game with just 1 ally, you're screwed. In the game, you can stack these allies up to 3, and you're gonna need at least 2 to be successful, to be honest. The way this game works is pretty simple. Everyone rolls at the same time, and you choose where to move your character. Instead of it doing it automatically for you, you like in previous Mario parties. Your objective is to collect as many coins as possible, but you don't use those coins to buy stars. No. You get those stars by defeating Mario bosses depending on the stage you're on. It's a different approach I could get behind because it makes stars more valuable to players instead of just being like, uh-oh, looks like I have enough coins to buy this star now. Next minigame, please. The bosses are honestly the best thing this game has to offer. I really enjoyed the Bowser Space Race. It's an impromptu Mario Kart racetrack, and I applaud the creativity, to be honest. My favorite is the Dry Bones mini-boss, and you pretty much have to dodge these flames that are flying at you while trying to ground pound the cannon beneath you to do damage that gives you points to end the fight. It's really simple, and gives this competitive edge to the game. I would get so stressed out, especially during the King Bomb stage, where you had to dodge these bombs when they landed and put them back into cannons before they exploded, or even the Mega Blooper mini boss where you hit a volleyball to the notes that the conductor blooper wants you to do. And there's so many bosses like Kamek, Bowser Jr., and even Beatty Piranha Plant. These bosses I can't get behind, and I generally think it's the best part of the game. It adds a sort of fresh air to the series, and the bosses themselves are quite fun. They're nice to look at and really enjoyable at first glance. Over time, yes, this will get repetitive, but that's how it is with all Mario parties. If you're playing this game with friends, you'll have fun. And the coolest part about this game is that they even offer a demo mode free to play if you download it off the Nintendo eShop. Unfortunately, since the eShop is closing soon, you probably will never be able to play this with your friends, but it was a cool idea. It let people try out this game instead of spending $40, $60 on it when it launched. Instead of having your classic Mario Party maps, this game opts to be a carbon copy of Super Mario 3D Land, which is really weird because at the time of the launch of that game, it definitely did okay, but no one went, holy f***, a Mario 3D Land, I want this. Instead, people were more disappointed that they didn't really get an actual 3D Mario game around that time, but that style of 3D was something Nintendo wanted to do going forward, and I don't blame them. I generally think it looks really good, and it's perfect for kids. These worlds pretty much took over the ideas of boards from previous Mario games. My problem with these worlds are, yes, they are wonderful to look at, but god, they lack creativity. The second Mario Party had a laser beam that shot through the whole map. Or in Mario Party 8, they have this kind of Monopoly system where you give coins to gain properties, and that's a nice gimmick. It's different, it makes the game special. Or even in Mario Party 6, there's a day and night cycle. Why couldn't we have that here? Or in Horrorland, where you could order booze to go steal stuff for you. It was creative, it added a sort of minigame inside of the minigame. The most creative thing we get is in the worlds where the maps are full of lava. It ends up interrupting you every other turn, and personally it just felt like it was rushed, like there was no sort of idea behind it. It was just like Nintendo was forcing the studio to be like, hey, we need this game out by this time, do whatever you can, do the bare minimum, and that's what they did. It's a bare bones Mario Party game, and it just doesn't feel right. I think Anycube had a lot of good ideas with this game mode, but you would think this is a teaser for what's to come, but it just keeps getting bare boned even more. Alongside Toad Scramble, we had Balloon Bash, which is literally Toad Scramble minus the allies and the ally duels. If you didn't want to go through the process of collecting allies, you could just play this game mode and play any Mario Party character you like, and you pretty much want to get most stars and the most coins in the whole game. It's a downgrade in all ways, but if you really hated those toads, you could play this instead. For some reason, if you wanted to play Mario Party minus the Mario Party board and the overall essence of Mario Party, you could play this. No, rather you could try out Coinathlon. If you're for some reason looking to get rid of that itch to, I don't know, speedrun Mario Party, here you go. This game mode is quite simple. Pick your favorite character and play non-stop minigames and try to collect coins. Collecting one coin will make your character move one space, and your goal is to cross that finish line in the fastest amount of time to beat your opponent. Now, oddly enough, I played this game a lot more than Toad Scramble, and that was because I just wanted to play these minigames. I liked playing the minigames rather than waiting, but then again, it became stale rather quickly. Play these minigames over and over and there just isn't a lot of change. And while this is a really cool idea, probably would have been better if, I don't know, you added 60 more minigames. This game mode would have been easily so much more fun if you made it like a boss rush. After each lap, you would have one of the bosses that would lead to the final boss, which of course is the Koopa we all love, Bowser. But instead, we have to go through 10 repetitive rounds of Coinathlon to finally reach the end. Besides those modes, everything after Coinathlon literally has nothing to do with Mario Party, and it kind of creates its own minigames inside of a game based around minigames. When I say to you, developers took the term board game literally, they did exactly that with Mario Shuffle. The game mode is so boring. I fell asleep playing it. You just hit blocks to move spaces, and depending on what space you land on, either brings you back or forward to the other side of the map. It's literally a game mode based around the idea of checkmate without any skill, intelligence, or even fun. It's the worst, and I absolutely hate it. After that monstrosity of a board game, let's take it easy and chill a little bit, just like how Dr. Mario tells us to do when we use him as an amiibo. Oddly enough, this game has a lot of amiibo support, and if you didn't want to grind this game for unlockable characters, hey, you could easily place their amiibo on a reader to unlock them. While also unlocking the characters, you actually get special dice depending on each character. But hey, at least they make these chunk of plastics useful, right? Also, another game mode that this game had was Rhythm Recital. It's literally a watered down version of Wii Music, but Nintendo probably guessed, hey, no one really played that game, so why not reuse it with our beloved Mario characters, and surely people will play it, right? Right? This game mode, while being okay, has really bad replayability. There's a total of 10 tracks that you can play, and that's it. I know this game isn't trying to be a rhythm heaven game, but you guys at Nintendo really couldn't scrape together maybe 10 or 15 more songs or something like this? I think it's a fun game mode, and if you want to hear a disaster of an orchestra, have at it. Lastly, there are two other game modes called Challenger Tower and Boo's Block Party, which, hey, are great names, but they are in essence puzzle minigames that are like a thank you for playing my game, but rather a you instead, because this isn't Mario Party. All in all, for what Mario Party Star Rush sought after to be, it was decent. It allowed people to play multiplayer with friends through its demos feature that made people try out the game with limited game modes, but truly never captivated people's attention enough. It's one of those games you could ask any Nintendo hardcore fan if they knew what it was, and most likely they would, but we'll never hear that household name of it like other legendary Mario parties. Everyone knows Mario Party 1, everyone knows Mario Party 3, everyone knows Mario Party 4 and 5, even Mario Party 8, that's my favorite. Mario Party Star Rush's game modes were okay, and didn't really provide anything new besides its ally feature. Is this truly a bad video game? In essence, no. But is it a truly bad Mario Party game? Yes, because it takes everything that Mario Party strived to be, but just didn't capitalize on the brand's name and ended up being something like a third cousin of the franchise. Do I suggest buying this game? If it's around $10 to $20, why not? And if you like Mario Party or minigames, you'll enjoy it. But if you want that classic Mario Party feeling, you're not gonna get it here. Honestly, this game was part of Mario Party's dark age, and as we go deeper down the Mario Party rabbit hole, I really hope it doesn't get worse, right? Right?